plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it, and live the free sky's the limit. Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it, and live the phrase sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirts and alligators. You wanna see the inside? Huh? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch, the milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch, 80 lunch. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the free sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. They come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. Stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch, 80 lunch.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. Goddamn is right. Goddamn is right, bro. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, everybody? Man, we got quite a bit to talk about here today, man. We got quite a bit to talk about. A lot of interesting stuff to talk about here today. So, on Monday, we gave you guys the whole rundown of the Cody Rhodes situation. The Cody Rhodes getting absolutely plowed out of his WrestleMania spot. That whole situation. Stuff with The Rock. Stuff with The Rock coming in, taking his spot. And we said there was a lot more to the news that we had to share with you guys today about that situation, about the whole Rock situation, and about kind of, I guess, the rumors. There's one rumor in here. Really about unifying the championships. That we have to go over with you guys, and the rest of the stuff, man, is just a bunch of interesting news in regarding to the WrestleMania spot and the, I guess, idea or the thought process behind The Rock thinking that he should have that WrestleMania spot. Now, there was a press conference yesterday, man. I see everybody's talking about it. That's the hot thing around the world of professional wrestling today. The WrestleMania kickoff press conference that we seen yesterday. What did you think of the press conference, bro?
I thought it was great, man. It was insane. The first half of the time, I mean, all right. I didn't really care about. Yeah, I cared about it, but like, wasn't we were all there for one reason. One main reason only. When they got to bro, that shit was insane. That shit felt like a pay-per-view level thing. And it was literally just a little press conference.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. It was very good. It was very good. Absolutely. When Triple H said that they were going to light the world on fire, he was not fucking around. He was being for real. And that's what they did, man. Yeah, like Sir K said, man. They had pay-per-view level of buzz around it, and it was a free entry for people in the arena. And it was just a really cool event, man. It was a really cool event, and it was a very cool thing for WWE to do. We brought the news to you guys a couple weeks ago. That the WWE was going to be moving towards like a sports presentation, and if that's the kind of shit that they're gonna do, dude, that was awesome. That was awesome, man. A WWE just standalone press conference that, for the local people was a free entry. That's really fucking cool, man. That's really cool. That was really cool of them to do. And, create buzz around WrestleMania and stuff like that. And I would like to see them implement that idea more. I would like to see them implement that idea more so for maybe something like the WWE draft or something like that. Like a press conference of some sorts for the draft to, let us know where the superstars are going and stuff like that. I would like to see something like that, man. I would. So yeah, that's But other than that, dude, man, I thought they did a great job. We're going to talk about it more as we go over all this news. We're going to, like I said, we're going to go over the news first pre press conference. So the news about, like, we got news on, like I said, the thought process, why The Rock might be coming back, unifying the titles, which obviously a lot of that hopefully is off the table at this point. But the unification story is just a rumor anyway. Doesn't really look like there's much going for that, and thank God, because we'll get into how stupid that would be. But The Rock bringing in his boy Brian Gewirtz. And then my favorite story out of this whole thing, The Rock lobbying to beat Roman Reigns if he were to, get the main event of WrestleMania, which the reason we're still going to talk about that, we haven't seen SmackDown tonight. Triple H is going to be on SmackDown. He very well could make this a triple threat, and we'll still have that threat of The Rock possibly fucking walking into WrestleMania and walking out with the WWE Championship, which, again, I think is absolutely fucking ludicrous, but, we'll talk about it, man. But anyways, I guess we can go ahead and get into the intro, man. So what is going on, everybody? We're back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, another edition of the news. And with all this stuff going on, believe it or not, this is episode 200 of the Notorious podcast, man. So yeah, man, pretty crazy on that aspect alone. But yes, man, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know the show works. Every Monday, we're on here with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday, we're on here with the news at 4 p.m. Central, man. So, if you guys did miss this past Monday's edition of the news, will hashtag we want Cody save the story? Well, looks like we may have gotten our answer to that, man. Well, so yeah, man. If you guys did miss episode 181 of Unscripted, you guys can now watch that on all platforms. That is Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and if you want to see it first, join us right here live on YouTube every Monday after Monday Night Raw, man. Also, if you guys haven't got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video and in either mine or Sir K's social media pages, man. You got all 8 of these beautiful designs that you see on your screen, man. The Chicago flag design, the uncrowned kings of the IWC, the Biggie-inspired design, the base logo design, the IWC's best-kept secret, the Notorious World Order, Grand Slam, the scratch logo, and the only community that matters. All 8 of these beautiful designs and more available for you guys on the merch shop. Again, that is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description to this very video, man. So, with that, if this is your first time watching, guys, do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels podcast. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How the hell are you, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just been going, man. Been pretty normal lately. I'm pretty normal, so just waiting, man. More and more waiting. But I'm doing good, man. Last night the press conference was fucking awesome. I love what they did there. And WWE has been real entertaining, man. It really has. It's been really engaging, and AEW, on the other hand, has been hello, they'll say it on Monday, but it's AEW at this point. But I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Like Durante always asks, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. The family's good. How is everybody doing in the live chat and in the relay? What about you, bro? How are you doing?
Yeah, man, I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good, man. Just enjoying this WrestleMania ride where we are currently being brought on. So it's been fun. It's been head scratching at points. It's been very head scratching with the whole inclusion of Mr. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. But after yesterday, man, Triple H is the king at doing this stuff. He really fucking is the king of kings, man. I mean, you guys, anybody that knows, or anybody that was an NXT head like myself and like Turkey, you guys would know, anytime Triple H was faced with a negative, he would turn it into a positive. The first thing that comes to mind is when Aleister Black got hurt. He turned his injury into a who attacked him angle. And it was absolutely one of the best things on AEW, it was absolutely one of the best things on NXT television. That would obviously lead to, Gargano coming back as the heel and, absolutely being beside himself and, just fucked up from Tommaso Ciampa mentally. So, obviously, it was great. Triple H was faced with a insane adversity here. He was faced with an insane adversity with The Rock coming in and bringing in his own guys to help him with creative, which is nothing new if you guys are familiar with Dwayne. It really is nothing new. I know it's taboo to some people, but we'll get into it. But he's bringing his own people in, and it's not that he has his own people representing him, because like I said, it's nothing new. It really isn't, and I'll explain why it's nothing new when we go over that story. But it's the in the fashion he's bringing them in with, and again, we'll get to that. But he was faced with, like I said, overwhelming adversity here, and he held this press conference. This motherfucker was walking in the building saying they're going to light the world on fire. So he knew that he had something on the stove, pretty much. And they absolutely fucking cooked it up in the press conference. Now, there was a little bit of things that were kind of weird about it. I see JT talking about Seth Rollins. That was obviously one of the negatives of it. Seth Rollins absolutely looks stupid in that regard. But anyways, before I keep going, thank you guys for being here as always, man. Thank you guys for being here as always. Logan, JT, Bell, Duran, thank you guys for all being here, and thank you guys, of course, and how the hell are you guys doing? And I'm doing good myself. And as Durante always asks, again, I'm good, family's good. And what about you, Durante? So, yeah, so Seth, personally, dude, I would have liked if Cody at least looked at the fucking guy, looked at him, and said, like, Seth, you're doing a great job. And I absolutely would love to fight you at WrestleMania. And I'm sorry,
Just a personal thing.
but this is personal. This is about my family, and I'm sure we'll see each other down the line. But right now, I need to get this. I need to get this for my family, man. There's no better year to do this. Something like that. Something that at least gave Seth the validity of being legit enough to be there. It's almost a slap in the face after all he's done. I mean, seriously, man, after all he's fucking done, man, they introduced this championship, this beautiful World Heavyweight Championship. It looks beautiful, and all it fucking needed was somebody to take it and legitimize it. And that's what Rollins has done.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally disagree with the fashion that they I disagree with the fashion that they brought him out there in, man. I mean, he did kind of, get in, Dwayne and Roman's face, and he did interject himself into the mix, which was nice to see. But I mean, man, at the end of the day, again, I would have liked Cody to, at least show him a little bit of love, man, and at least, tell him, like, something along the lines of, like, dude, I absolutely would have taken this match, and I was really thinking about it, and I was really leaning towards it, but this is personal, man, and I'm sorry, but this is personal for me. Something like that, man.
Like, literally, bro, all it took for that to be perfect when it came to a Rollins situation.
And they didn't capitalize on that. And that's, a lot of times in wrestling, man, it's the small things. And that's one of the small things I really think they could have done with. I think they could have done with at least putting Rollins over in that small regard. But it would have went a long way. And then, you know, uh, that's just me though. That's just me though. But again, I think, I really think, I mean, just putting him over a little bit would have went a long way, man. But I mean, having him just stand there and watch, a fucking family tree presentation, and then watch Cody, just completely start cooking Roman Reigns in The Rock, and Rollins is just standing there with his championship, like, damn, like,
Uh, I think,
it just doesn't, I think, again, I think putting him over, in that regard, like I said, would have went a long way. I think it would have went a long way, man. And I think it would have done wonders for just just the overall presentation of the championship. We say it all the time, dude, but perception is reality. How are people going to
mm,
perceive Rollins just fucking standing there in the back? And it's like, personally, man, I do think he should have been there, because if he wasn't there, I think it would just made it look overly obvious who Cody was going to pick. But, like, at the end of
yeah,
the day, I think, yeah, Cody at least just giving him the nod and just, you look, man, you done a great job, but this is something I need to do for me and my family personally. And hey,
um,
Rollins is a family man. He could have came out on Monday and fucking said, Cody, I really needed that match, but me, being a family man of my own, I respect your decision.
exactly. It's simple. It's all it took.
All it took. That's all it fucking took, man. It really is, bro. It really is. But so other than that, man, that's what I thought. That's what I thought of the. That's mainly what I thought of the press conference, and we'll get into it a little bit more after we talk about all this Rock news pre-press conference. But before we move on to any stories, because I know there's a lot of stuff on everybody's mind, but I want to just go ahead and say thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody who's watched us from nothing until now, man. We're 200 weeks in. This is episode 200 of the Notorious Heels podcast. 200 weeks ago. Me and Sir
That's
K,
insane.
yeah, seriously, bro. 200 weeks ago, man. Me and Sir K, were done with high school, and we had nothing else that, at least in the in the near future, that we were really going to keen in on, bro. And we set out to do something special, and we continue to build on it every day. So I want to say thank you to my co-host, my best friend, my brother, Sir K, for the endless time we put into this thing, bro, and all of your time. I appreciate your time more than anything. Time is so valuable, and I appreciate your time, and I appreciate everybody watching's time, bro. There's been so many people along the way, dude, whether you've been fucking watching us since we had nobody in chat playing WWE 2K, all the way up until now, where, dude, the production only raises and continuously gets better. And it's just been so cool, even for me personally. It's so gratifying for me personally to go back and watch the evolution of this podcast. And it's something that's, those old episodes are so embarrassing, dude. But at the end of the day, man, in a weird way, I'm so proud of those as well. Because you look at those and you look at how far we came with all this shit, man. And it's truly rewarding. It's truly rewarding, man. And yeah, it's a complete honor to come on here and absolutely it's an honor to have a platform in general, but it's an honor to have a platform where people actually want to show up and engage with you and almost be a part of your family. That's why we always call you guys the Notorious Heels family, or the Notorious Heels Mafia, the Replay Mafia, whatever you want to call it, man. Because you guys, you guys are a part of this family, man. And for real, just yes, I want to thank you guys for an amazing 200 episodes, and I can't wait to be here and see how far this podcast goes by episode 300 and episode fucking 400. So I can't wait, and I'm so excited to see the growth of this podcast and where it's gone, because from 2020 to now, it's just been exponential how much the podcast has grown. And dude, literally in a few short weeks, dude, we'll be celebrating 4 years, which is absolutely fucking just insane to think. But for real, man, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. Thank you guys always, bro. People, you know, we thank you guys every episode, but whether you're here now or whether you're in the replay, whether you're part of the replay mafia, truly thank you guys for an amazing 200 episodes. It's been absolutely unforgettable period of my life. Just being able to do this is my life's work. So thank you guys, truly, from the bottom of my heart.
Truly, thank you, bro. Thank you. You're the fucking. I say this every time, but you're the passion of the show. You're the reason it's here. You're the reason it looks so good, sounds so good. Reason we have great merch, great graphics, everything, man. It's insane. I'm happy of how everything turned out. From going to fucking playing over Call of Duty footage that we forgot to mute half the time. I'll never
Like
forget
it sounded
those
like
ones,
we were
dude.
in the
did
fucking
like
middle of
link
Iraq trying to fucking film a podcast.
fucking those special episodes where you can just hear us flipping through paper and shit.
Ugh.
It was rough, man. But look what happened now, man. We got the best thumbnails, the best graphics, the best production overall. I think I would say from most of these fucking content creators, and it's all because of you, bro. It really is. And it's been great, dude. It's been a great fucking damn near 4 years doing this. I love talking to you guys. I love talking to you, bro. I love talking about, all things I love, all things I hate. It's been a phenomenal fucking 200 weeks. And 200 weeks is just insane in itself, man. And to the hundreds more, man. I really can't wait to see even the growth from looking back from the growth of when we started and now. It's crazy. I'm only thinking about another time frame like that. Looking in the future, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's so crazy to think, dude. 200 episodes. I remember coming on here for the first time and just being so nervous, and uh I still do get nervous because I'm my own worst critic. But dude, this has truly been a blast, dude. 200 episodes, and all 200 of them, have just absolutely been amazing, and always a great time, and absolutely the highlight of my week. And it's also so rewarding to see how far we came in terms of carrying ourselves, and I guess just people just being people in general, and just seeing our evolution within these 200 episodes, in these 200 weeks, and how far we've came since then, and how much we've evolved as in terms of producing these episodes, and our just everything about us. What I'm getting at is when we first started this thing, bro, we were so choppy. We were so fucking choppy.
Oh, dude,
Um,
fucked.
we were so bad at this. We were so bad at this, dude. Even when people first started kind of watching us, it was so bad. It was so choppy, dude, and it was just like. But a lot of those people stuck around. A lot of those people are, in this chat right now. And here we are, dude. Here we are, and we only get better. And it's truly something that's so rewarding, and it's really is so fulfilling. And I'm so proud of it. Seriously, man. So yes. So thank you guys for an amazing 200 episodes.
Truly, man. Thank you, everybody that watches and that continue to watch us.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. So, just say a couple nice words about the podcast, man, because before we absolutely go down this rabbit hole that is the Dwayne the Rock Johnson controversy. that is this WrestleMania season. So right now we're going to start you guys off with the news. We talked about, so Monday we talked about everything from a TV aspect and how everything looks from the TV aspect. We told you guys on Friday we were going to bring you guys the just insane news that we got last Saturday. All this news was breaking Saturday morning after SmackDown. So yeah, man. Okay. So this was the thought process, if you could say, behind The Rock wanting to interject himself into the WrestleMania plans. So, the Wrestling Observer reports The Rock pushed super hard for it. The card changed when CM Punk and Lesnar were out. All the dominoes fell. Dwayne already wanted it, but WWE felt they needed it now. They needed it as well. Felt like it was better to change the flow, change the news flow away from Vince McMahon. Cody was the plan. Dwayne was going to face Roman Reigns later, maybe next year's WrestleMania, maybe Saudi. The Vince thing ends up being worse than they thought, and they changed the plans 100%. It was Punk versus Seth, and Cody versus Reigns until Punk got hurt. So, I do understand wanting to, and it worked. It worked. Change the news flow away from the Vince McMahon stuff, because that was way bigger than, I guess anybody in TKO anticipated. And obviously what had came out was just absolutely fucking insane, but that's beside the point. In that regard, they did a great job. They did a great job at getting the news flow away from Vince McMahon. But in saying that, you got to take into consideration. You got to take into consideration that in doing that, how did that make Cody Rhodes look? And it's like the old saying, any publicity is good publicity. You're putting yourself in more of a negative spotlight, because now you're opening up all these conspiracy theorists about The Rock and what his involvement is in WWE. So, you have, you go from Vince McMahon, you go from a power-hungry fucking boss to The Rock, who in this situation made himself look like a very power-hungry boss. So it's like, you're adding publicity, you're adding more negative publicity to your product that, in all honesty, you don't really fucking need right now. And you're taking a guy, and then, people start going back into the wells of how WWE used to be, of, how could they fuck over Cody Rhodes like that? And, in that regard, these people aren't wrong. These people are not wrong. They're really not. In the sense of WWE's love for part-timers. You know what I mean? It's like WWE could sometimes sometimes WWE can over-business the industry, right? They can look at just business, and let's do The Rock because it's bigger business, even though Cody Rhodes sat through a year of fucking filler to get him to this point to where he would go on to do what? Everybody wants to see him face Roman. Nobody wants to see him face fucking Rollins. I'm sorry, but nobody wants to see him face Rollins. It's nothing against Rollins, but that's not the story we were all going for here. That's not the story that's been built. So it did, again, I get what they're saying, and it makes, sense they wanted to take the news flow away from Vince, but again, you're adding more negative press that you don't need, in terms of now The Rock. So, like I said, it just looks like you're going from one power-hungry guy to another. So, yeah, what do you think about this, man?
It definitely looks bad, man. Well, it looked bad. I think they were too, throw in a different direction after you get on Monday and yesterday, but I really don't know what they were thinking with this, man. Well, I don't know what the Rock was thinking, but in terms of the KO and whatnot, I just think they didn't know how. I just didn't think they knew it was going to get that reaction, and they didn't anticipate wrestling fans being wrestling fans because they probably are used to that, man. And it didn't look great, dude. Rock interjected himself, and no one was happy. Fucking, it was like 4 days straight of people wanting Cody, the hashtag celebrities doing it, and I think they realized that, and I think that's why they pulled it back, man. And Cody and Seth, that obviously doesn't do it for anybody. First of all, they already had so many matches against. I actually saw this statistic on Twitter, including live events. They faced each other 22 times, and Cody won every single one. Live
Damn.
events included. Seth Rollins never once beat Cody Rhodes. He is 22-0 to Cody, technically, when you're including the live events. But, like, we've seen that matchup so many times on television. Nobody would want to see that again. You can't throw Cody in a different direction just that because it just didn't work. It really didn't work. It was Roman and the title that Roman has. That makes sense. And they tried to take it from that, and that's really what bit them in the ass, man. Genuinely, if Cody would have won last year or something, or if Cody didn't get his spot last year, maybe it wouldn't have been as bad. But they literally had the man lose last year just to try it again this year, just for them to have to be like, okay, you know what, they're actually not going to do this. So, I just don't think they expected the reaction they got, and I think they realized it, and I think they're putting it back, which is good, man. Which is real good.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, PW Insider. So the next piece of news. This is about the championship unification.
Yeah.
This one's interesting. And I would like to believe this is off the table now. PW Insider reports that there are people inside WWE talking about the possibility of Cody Rhodes winning Rhodes versus Rollins at Mania 40, and then challenge the winner of Rock and Roman at and then challenge the winner of Rock and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. The winner of those two fights would go on to have a unification match for SummerSlam, so Cody can finish his story. The only reason I could see there being any truth to this is because Rhodes. What else would be the fucking point of Cody winning the World Heavyweight Championship? Like, where's the fucking good in that? And then, like, to restate that phrase, but in a different question, where's the fucking good in that? Dude, you just brought back the World Heavyweight Championship. What would be what would be the fucking thought like, again, we were just talking about slaps in the face to Seth Rollins.
Oh, I'd be the ultimate fucking.
So you mean to tell me you had him hold a World Heavyweight Championship on Monday Night Raw for the better part of what would be like a year and a half by that point, just for the championship to fucking go away again? One of your better looking world championships in that company?
Used to be absorbed into another one again after it was already absorbed, and then that title absorbed with a different world championship level title. The create technically a third one at that point, which became the second one, to be merged again. Like, what?
That makes no sense. And you know, I hear a lot of people saying, you know, well, Triple H has never been a guy for 2 world championships. Too fucking bad. Where the fuck is... I don't see both of your shows going to fucking Netflix. No. One's on one broadcast, USA Network. One's on Netflix. 2 separate brands, 2 separate homes, 2 separate rosters. Are you fucking serious? And judging off the tag team championships... I'm sorry, I love Trips, but the one thing he's shown me is he is not good at having championships float. They're basically the Raw Tag Team Championships, and SmackDown doesn't have Tag Team Championships. Just now, for the first time in fucking forever, has a team on SmackDown even qualified for the to even get in a number 1 contender match for the Tag Team Championships. But let me ask you something. When's the last time a fucking team on SmackDown had the fucking Tag Team Championships? It was the Usos, right? Well, let me ask you how much the Usos showed up on Monday Night Raw. Never. No. They never fucking showed up. Once in a blue moon did they show up on Monday Night Raw. But other than that, whoever those tag team championships go to, they're basically the tag team championships of that show. They're not really floating, which means the tag teams that aren't the tag team champions on the other brand have nothing to do. Nothing.
Like, it's a big problem they already have. Why would you make it worse with the world title situation when you corrected it by creating that title in the first place? That title creation was the fix for your world championship problem.
Yeah, seriously, it really makes no sense to me, man. It really makes no sense to me why you would even consider that. Why you would even consider merging the fucking championships when you just demerged them last June or July or whatever it was. You literally just demerged the titles, and then you would want to merge them again just so Cody could finish his story and there can only be one world champion? Too fucking bad. You have a company title and a world title. It's as simple as that. Your roster is too big. I'm sorry. And I know a lot of people don't like that. Why is there 2 women's titles? Why is there 2 tag titles? Why is there 2 world titles? Because the roster is too fucking big. The roster is too fucking big.
And you have 2 completely separate shows. What else are you going to fucking do?
The reason we complain about AEW is because they don't have split rosters, but they have fucking 28 championships on their show. You know, like, dude, all AEW would need to genuinely be a focused show again, obviously the 1 world title, 2 mid-card titles at most, tag titles, and a women's title. That's it. Because at this point, you've showed me you don't give a flying fuck about a trios division. You had trios. Where'd they all go?
You fucking broke them all up for no reason. You didn't do nothing. And created these buttfuck random ones.
And the trios that you do have go for the fucking tag team or the trios championships aren't the trios people want to see. People like the Elite, Blackpool Combat Club. Have the Blackpool Combat Club even ever fucking challenged for the trios titles?
Maybe. I don't think so, though.
You fucking put more emphasis on the fucking ROH 6-man titles than you do your own trios championships. Oh, really quick side note on AEW. I love to see all these fucking brain dead content creators. This isn't the way to go about the rankings. Who the fuck said that before they even brought them back? Who?
He said that can never been back to rankings. And they fucking brought him back, and guess what? It sucks.
Bro, They did the same thing they did last time. They lumped all the men's titles into one bracket and fucking, dude, did you even look at the lists? Bro, did you see the lists on those trios? Or on those people in the rankings?
No, I didn't. I didn't even peek the rankings.
Bro, I can't completely remember the thing as a whole, but I swear to God, one of the contenders in the trios bracket were, I swear to God, I'll never forget this till the end of my time. I'll never forget this. I swear to God, one of the trios were in contention for the World Trios Championships are the Hardys and Mark Briscoe. When the fuck did the Hardy Boys and Mark Briscoe team up?
The fuck do you even look at the rankings? They're on their website. There's a rankings tab.
Let me see. I know they were posting them on Twitter.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Fucking Tony kind of lives on that fucking app.
Something to
put that in your own website.
Yeah, no kidding. Did he not post them this week? Maybe they're fucking gone already, and then we can all be shot out of our fucking misery. Okay, I don't even think they posted them this week.
AEW has been around for what, 4, maybe 5 years at this point. They have over 90,000 tweets. What are you tweeting that much for? I get your company, but dog, holy fuck, is this a nightmare to scroll through?
Yeah, I'm gonna check Tony Khan's Twitter, but other than that, I don't even think they posted the fucking rankings this week. Yeah, nothing for their ranking. If you're gonna implement a fucking ranking system, at least fucking update. Like, golly.
Find a way for people to look at the rankings.
Bro,
oh my God.
Those rankings were absolutely some of the fucking worst set of brackets I've ever seen in my entire life. And dude, I love seeing all the videos. This isn't what the ranking should have been. Dude, we said that. You know, man.
Is it in Rhodes? No, it's not in roster. Is it in community? No.
Here, let me look. Let me try to search their website. AllEliteWrestling.com. There we go. Okay.
There's like, you print the roster tab. There's no ranking button. AEW.com. AEW.com. Oh, that's just the fucking investors. I think we have different websites, though. The UK might have a different website. Yeah, because it's literally not on here for the American website. And if it is, you can't find it.
Let me see. Is it under news?
Oh, it is. It is on their website. You just gotta Google it to get the link to the ratings page. Rankings page. Good lord. My God, this company sucks.
All Elite Wrestling rankings. Here we are.
Like, dude, what? August 31st.
Wait,
like,
August
what?
31st. Okay.
2022.
So on the American website, the latest rankings we have are from August 31st, 2022. I swear to God. That is there's no way.
Oh my god, what happened to this fucking company, dude?
Yeah, no, legit. The champions on here for the rankings are John Moxley as the interim world champion, Wardlow is the TNT champion, Pac is the All Atlantic champion, Thunder Rosa is Jade Cargill as the women's, and then Swerve in Our Glory was the fucking tag team champions. That was the last time on our website that we can see for. That's fucking insane, man.
This website, this company is so fucking cooked. It is
Okay,
insane.
there is something on Google from AllEliteWrestling.com from the AEW rankings from January 31st, 2024, and I swear to you, it leads to a single PDF image of the rankings.
No fucking way.
If you look up AllEliteWrestling.com rankings on Google, the third link is going to say AEW rankings for January 31st, 2024, and it's a fucking PDF image of the rankings.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is this, bro? Okay. I found the rankings. Okay. Fine, here we go. I found it, Val. I found it. It's a PDF image. It's a PDF image of the rankings. Okay. So all these challengers are lumped into one. Oh, this is getting good. Here we go. Okay, so the contenders for the men's championships are all lumped into one. It's Swerve at 1, then Hangman, then Adam Copeland, John Moxley, and Roderick Strong. Why are they all lumped into one?
Literally. What the fuck?
Contenders.
Like, you can't do like 1 to 3 or 1 to 5 for the world title. Seriously. And then like 5 to 10 for the mid. Like, what?
Absolutely no consideration. Meanwhile, there's 4 men's singles champions.
That's it.
So then for the women, we go Deonna Purrazzo, Thunder Rosa, Hikaru Shida, Sky Blue, and Mariah May. So with Thunder Rosa at number 2, I'm assuming that means she's going after the TBS championship instead of what makes the most sense in going after the championship that she never fucking lost. Okay, so moving on to the tag team championships, Sting and Darby Allin, which obviously now they're the champs. So number 2, which I guess this would make them number 1 now. John Silver and Alex Reynolds. Are you fucking serious? When the fuck have they been on television? When?
That's why I hate the rankings, dude. They just do random nothing matches and adds to it.
Okay. Number 3, Bryan Danielson and Claudio Castagnoli. Again.
Where?
When the fuck have they teamed up? On Collision? On Rampage? The 4th one is Private Party, and an actual tag team that's won, 2 matches since they've been back? And the 5th one is Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta. When the fuck have they teamed?
I don't know. I have no fucking clue.
Okay, and the trios titles. Number 1 is Bullet Club Gold, the guys that they're in a faction with, apparently. Number 2 is my favorite one, the Hardys and Mark Briscoe. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious, man? I mean, bro, you can't make this stuff up. The Hardy Boys and Mark Briscoe are number 2 on the rankings. Number 3 is Dark Order. Have they even had a match?
I don't. Not that I know of. And why are they just putting the factions for contenders? Like, doesn't it make more sense to put the members of the trio assembly that are winning the match. Because, like, let's say, Dark Order. Let's say, what if it's Alex Reynolds, Sor, and Uno? But for the match, they just put, like, fucking Stu in there. Like, you
Stu's in the
put the
Dark Order?
names of the.
I thought he was in the
I'm
Righteous.
just using that as an example.
Oh,
No, I'm just
gotcha.
using that as an example. Like, what if the title shot? Who do you pick from the? You would have to pick the names of the people that are actually winning the matches. So why not put them like for House of Black? I get because there's just three of them. But
Right.
for any like same with Bullet Club Gold, which configuration of Bullet Gold are we talking about here?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. For sure. Especially because AEW's against the Freebird rule. You know,
No, pal, ain't no way. Oh yeah, this company's cooked. That's why I hate fucking
the
rankings.
fucking
They're
Jericho
counting.
Cruise. Are you serious? You fucking serious?
Oh my god.
Hold on. The tag matches,
Oh
if
my
you look
god.
on TK's favorite website, they're counting the Jericho Cruise. You gotta. Bro. And this is why. This is why I laugh when I see these videos. This isn't what these rankings were supposed to be. Yes, we said that. What do you expect from AEW at this point? What do you expect? I expected them to fuck this up royally. And they did. They did, bro. Come on, man.
Go see this shit. How the fuck do you find rankings on this fucking fuck ass website?
And while you do that, number 4 is FTR and Daniel Garcia. Come on, bro. And number 5 is House of Black. Dude. Oh,
I'm
man.
not gonna be able to find this shit. Statistics, maybe? No. This is one of the worst designed websites. How does TK use this shit?
Durante, dude, at this point, I think if I go pick up a couple victories in a fucking backyard wrestling match, I think I'll be eligible for the fucking All Elite Wrestling rankings. Maybe I could be on the men's bracket and go face fucking I don't fucking know who, because there's 4 guys at the top of the bracket. I guess I could have my pick of the litter. Which, who wouldn't pick Samoa Joe? If you were number 1, why the fuck would you pick like Eddie Kingston or something? That's why they should have their own rankings. That makes no sense. That's insane.
Oh yeah, I'll be able to find this shit. This website blows, dude. How does TK use it?
Let me see.
Oh fuck. I low-key love going on fucking cage match and seeing like your top wrestlers at the moment. Because it's just a bunch of fucking nobodies. Like, bro, who their number 1 popular active wrestler is Mayu. I don't know how to say that last name. She's a random chicken stardom. Dude, what? I don't get this company. I don't get these fans.
The fuck is this website, man?
Literally, like, what is anything? Fucking was made in like 05.
Matches. Here we go. Or maybe, wait. Promotions. Here we go. Overview.
Superstar of the week is the Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr.
What? Okay. The most popular active wrestling promotion is World Wonder Ring Stardom. Stardom.
Love Stardom. Dude, I don't know what these people's like the last year have been the effects or shit I've seen with Stardom. I don't get it.
Wait, hold the fucking. Hold on. Hold the fucking phone. You WWE is not in the top 25 most active popular wrestling promotions.
This is get if you look on the right where it says votes, New Japan, which is number 2, has way more votes than Stardom.
This
Oh,
absolutely
it has a
makes.
higher rating, that's why. Okay.
Okay.
What the fuck? PWG? How do you even watch that?
I don't know.
Wrestling news?
Ratings and system rules. This is so fucking stupid. Tony Khan would fucking navigate an app like this. Here we go.
Oh, he would. I don't think
Win-loss
it's
records. Here we go. I think I'm
oh,
getting
fucking
somewhere.
there it goes.
I think.
What the fuck? Yeah. $5 wrestling. What are these promotions? One fall wrestling? What is going on? What the fuck?
Fucking Jesus, man. Oh God.
Number 63. Dookies. Number 3 has to go. 32 years old.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I have no clue how to navigate this fucking website.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 100% honest, man. I think I'm about to throw the towel in because this is absolutely
Oh,
the
I
most
am.
confusing thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, this
Vince.
website absolutely fucking blows. Vince, maybe?
Let's see.
Match statistics? Nope.
What the fuck? This absolutely makes no sense.
I'm throwing the towel in this shit.
Dude,
Blows.
I
What
swear,
is it?
I'm not this bad at navigating websites, but this shit, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at.
Oh
CageMatch.net,
my
ladies
god.
and gentlemen. Oh no. Did you find it?
No, I just found random database stuff, and their number one theme, right, is DIY's theme song.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Wait.
and dude, literally after that, there's not a single WWE one for I think 83. I think that's the first one.
Damn.
Oh wait, no, oh no. For 80, there's
Oh my
not a
god.
single WWE one.
I found it. Thank you for the assist, Bell. Bro. You gotta
Holy
be
shit,
fucking kidding
you're
me.
the best, Bell. How the fuck do you even get to this?
Okay, I found it. Okay. So SCU defeated Private Party and the Mogul Embassy, and Private Party defeated Top Flight and Penta El Zero Miedo on the Jericho Cruise.
Isn't Christopher, or isn't he Syrian and fucking TNA now?
Yes.
Why did he count for a rating?
Oh yeah.
And why were they beating at a party?
Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Nick Wayne defeats Colt Cabana. Gisela Shaw defeats Steph Delander. Mogul Embassy defeats Top Flight. Michael Odu defeats Matt Cardona. Daniel Garcia defeats Johnny Cruz. Oh my god, that's fucking John Morrison. Johnny Cruz. Oh, fuck me, man. Fuck. Oh, God, okay.
This is the best one I had all week, dude.
SCU defeat Private Party. Commander and Penta El Zero Miedo defeat Outrunners. Chaos. Orange Trent and Rocky Romero defeat the Guns. Deonna Purrazzo defeats Layla Gray. Speedball Jericho. Chris Jericho, Paul White, and Mike Bailey defeat the Don Callis family, Kyle Fletcher, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Lance Archer. What a shit fucking match card for your cruise. Bro.
Oh my. Yeah.
Dude. What a joke. What a fucking joke that is. So anyways, to get the show back on track, when people say, well, Triple H doesn't like 2 world championships, too fucking bad. I'm sorry. Too bad. We need it because, like I said, when you look at a show like AEW, there's all these championships and there's no focus because they don't have split brands. WWE does have split brands to the point where some of these people don't interact for the better part of a year. So it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't fucking make sense, man. But unifying the championships is absolutely one of the dumbest things I've ever heard, ever. Especially in this day and age where you have a world championship that has been perceived well up until recently when people treat the thing like shit. But up until this point, it's been treated fairly well. So just keep on that route, and I see absolutely no fucking reason to merge the championships whatsoever.
No, it's the dumbest thing ever, and I don't even know why they would think that shit, man.
Seriously, bro. Seriously. So, with that, man, there is okay. PW Insider is reporting that The Rock will fight at WrestleMania 40, and there is no proposed scenario where that does not happen. The Rock will get into the ring. The only thing that could stop him from that is an injury.
Don't tempt me.
Man. Yeah, so this goes along with The Rock's TKO board contract, where the rumors going around is that in his contract, which involves $30 million, a $30 million payday, it also includes him stepping back into a WWE ring. So yeah, we all know he's obviously going to take that bag. He's going to chase the 30 mil. And, yeah, he's absolutely going to get into the ring. It's just a matter of how we get him there. And hopefully it's something that everybody can enjoy because, yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, man. Yeah, obviously there looks like we are getting no way around The Rock not stepping into the ring, and yeah, I mean it's in his contract, so that's about as good as it gets, I guess. Obviously that's not good at all, because they don't. Seth said it best himself. They don't fucking need him. They don't.
No, they really don't need him at all.
Seriously, this guy's coming back. He's coming back to the WWE because Hollywood this past year was an absolute nightmare for him. It was an absolute fucking nightmare for him. And he's coming back to the WWE to fuck it up. I don't know what he thinks he's doing in his mind, but in the grand scheme of things, he's fucking everything up royally.
Exactly. He had no reason, television-wise to insert himself. But he is, and that's a guarantee at this point. Let's just hope it's that, I think we all know it's not in a one-on-one with Roman Reigns anymore. And that's all I care about. As long as Cody's in there somewhere, I'll live with it.
Right. So, it gets better. Yeah, maybe we should have bought those Black Adam tickets, Bell. It's like, it's so fucking stupid, though. How the fuck, honestly, how do you expect the DCU to be built around a character that is overall a villain? If you think of DC, Sergey, who are some of the names that you think of, superhero-wise?
Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, you know what I mean? Are the ones that I can think of off the dome. None of them are fucking Black Adam.
If I'm fucking James Gunn or Warner Brothers in the DCU, I'm building my universe around that fucking pure masterpiece that Matt Reeves gave us with the Batman. And if you don't want to include that into the universe, you have Superman. You have another Batman you're gonna introduce into the specifically for the DCU. Who the fuck? First of all, that's the first thing. When I asked Sir K, I said, who is the superhero you want to build your universe around? Not super villain. Black Adam's a villain.
And the best part is, even DC-wise, they were just planning on him as a villain. Well, just saying movies and move on. That man literally made Black Adam its own movie. Like, bro. And it flopped. That shit was mid as fuck from everything I hear.
The XFL was an absolute nightmare for him. Everything was an absolute nightmare for Dwayne Johnson this year, or last year rather. So why not come back to WWE? Well, if you're him, well, because it's why
Everything.
Yeah, what exactly? Why not come back to WWE if you're Dwayne Johnson? You have Nick Khan, who's gonna fucking roll the red carpet out, and that's your boy. You grew up with Nick, so he's gonna roll the red carpet out to give you a spot on the board. And then what are you gonna do? You're going to insert yourself into WrestleMania. You're going to completely attempt. Thankfully, hopefully, his attempt was denied. But again, I can't say that because we don't know what's going to happen on SmackDown tonight. It could very well be a triple threat match, and the threat is still alive. You're going to lobby to beat the man who's been on top of the company for 4 fucking years with his tribal chief character, one of the greatest fucking characters of all time, telling one of the greatest stories we've ever seen in the WWE. You're gonna lobby to beat that man? And look at the landscape of the company. Look at the landscape of the company. It's like CM Punk said, endless Samoans. You got Roman Reigns. You got the Usos. You got his daughter, who just coincidentally was given the NXT general manager spot. They're trying to sign Jacob Fatu. They have Solo Sikoa. Nia Jax is in his family as well. It's littered with his family. So if you're Dwayne Johnson, why not come back to WWE? You could probably have the fucking world.
Yeah, he almost did. Wasn't for the fans, he would have. That's crazy.
It really is. It really fucking is, man. It really is, man. So, speaking of his creative writing situation, So, ex-WWE writer Brian Gewirtz is involved with The Rock's creative direction. Yeah, seriously. You know, I understand people are outraged over this situation, but I mean, dude, yeah, I completely agree with you, Bell. But one thing you got to understand about these wrestling fans, these people barely make it off the fucking couch every week. Every day, rather. These people...
Like, internet death threats?
What are you saying?
Like, bro, internet death threats are like, come on, bro. These fat fuckers aren't gonna do nothing to you.
Seriously. It is fucked up, and people should obviously never send those, but like, golly. Yeah, good old wrestling fans. That's why I always say that. Fucking wrestling fans. Because, bro, if you're threatening to kill somebody because you think Cody isn't going to finish his story, you have way bigger problems. Seriously. So, Dwayne Johnson has been appointed to the board of directors by TKO Group Holdings. In light of this decision, it appears a former WWE writer will be heavily involved with The Rock's creative direction as well. The Rock versus Roman Reigns was initially planned for WrestleMania 39, but due to the Great One's hectic schedule, he couldn't be physically prepared for the bout. The match is now more or less confirmed for this year's WrestleMania, and fans have yet to truly accept the fact. The Rock confronted Roman Reigns on SmackDown after Cody Rhodes confirmed he won't face WrestleMania. He won't face Reigns at WrestleMania 40. We have reported The Rock wanted to save WrestleMania 40 with this move, according to PW Insider. Brian Gewirtz, the former Senior Vice President of Development at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's 7 Bucks Productions, will be involved whenever The Rock is engaged with, will be involved creatively whenever The Rock is engaged with WWE. Brian Gewirtz will be assisting and protecting The Rock when it comes to his creative process, leveraging his experience as former head writer of WWE creative for several years. Some speculate Gewirtz could serve as the plan B if Endeavor ever shifts WWE's creative under Triple H and opt for a Rock-backed creative team in the future. PW Insider, former Senior Vice President, PW Insider confirmed, former Senior Vice President of Development at Johnson 7 Bucks Productions, Brian Gewirtz, will be in the mix as usual, as he is always involved whenever The Rock is doing something with WWE, as he helps with The Rock's creative process. Considering his history as a former head of WWE creative for several years, some people think he could be the plan B if Endeavor decides to pivot from WWE's creative direction under Triple H and go with a Rock-backed creative team down the line. See, this is the part where it gets really fishy when it comes to The Rock. So, first of all, it's not the fact that he has somebody who's there to back and protect his creative process, because anybody that is a wrestling fan, listen to the Art of Wrestling podcast with CM Punk and Cole Cabana. Well, in that podcast, CM Punk talked about Brian Gewirtz, and he talked about how The Rock has a creative team where whenever they sit down and do creative, they sit down at a table and they discuss the creative of it. It's not that he has people to represent him. It's the fact that there's speculation within the company that there's a plan B for Triple H. Dude, he just fucking took over. Can anybody let the guy cook?
Like, Why is everyone so eager about not having Triple H? Triple H is the reason this company's relevant again. Like, dog.
Triple H just turned nothing into fucking something with his WrestleMania press conference. Dude, this is the reason. Shit like this is the reason why I really don't understand why Triple H wasn't given a spot on the board. It's completely ridiculous, dude. He's the man behind the company's success. Why is he not given a spot on the fucking board? It doesn't make any sense.
He's the whole, literally, dude, he's the whole reason this company's where it's at right now. Why is he not in more power?
Makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And again, The Rock brings in his creative team every time he does creative with WWE. It's just, he has people represent him. I don't know. He wants to be protected. It's just, I guess, what it is. He wants to be protected.
Rock.
And yeah, exactly. This is The Rock we're talking about. But it's the fact that there's even the thought of going with a Rock-backed creative team. No. Who the fuck?
That sounds horrible.
The only thing, every time The Rock shows up in WWE, the only thing he shows is ego. So what's going to happen if we have a Rock-backed creative team? Is it just going to be his family being showcased? Because it's about the family, it's about his bloodline? Well, I mean, where's the logic in that? Meanwhile, you have Triple H here who wants to open up WWE in terms of its diversity, bringing in Latin, Mexican talent, bringing in Japanese talent, bringing in a bunch of talent from around the globe, and for the most part, he tries to book things pretty fair for the most part.
Yeah.
Is he perfect? No. But I mean, what the fuck is that? Why are we even fucking considering a Rock-backed creative team? No. What experience does he have in that department? Other than, other than showing that he could put himself first before anybody. Man put himself first before John Cena in 2012. All because John Cena fucking punked his ass on the mic. The Rock did the right thing. He put him over, but he had to get that victory that first year. Same thing with CM Punk. CM Punk fucking earned that WrestleMania main event. Fucking held the WWE Championship for well over a year. 434 days, right? We all know the reign. He held it way longer than that. And he held it way longer than a year. Like I said, 343 days. Absolutely deserved to main event WrestleMania in New York. Rock fucking had to fucking step right over his fucking cold dead body 3 months before the fucking show took place. And then he beat him again in Elimination Chamber. Never to put him over. Ever. And you want a Rock-backed creative team?
Sounds like a horrible goddamn idea. I don't know why they would even think of going with a Rock creative team, and I hope they never fucking do. And why you have backups for Triple H is insane in itself.
Look at how upset people are about Scott D'Amore. You don't think people are going to be that upset about Triple H leaving?
Literally.
You don't...
Like, bro...
Good
fucking... That's the whole reason half of your roster came back.
Yeah. Karrion Kross, AOP, Bray Wyatt, CM Punk. Again, I want to reiterate, CM Punk. All these people. All these people. All these people came back. You think they would have came back under Vince McMahon? No. WWE was shunned to talent under Vince McMahon. Because he's an egomaniac. And now we have another one.
Sense.
So. Ah, love it. Love this next one. So, according to Sean Ross Sapp, behind Fightful's paywall, talent mentioned that The Rock had not only advocated for working this match against Roman Reigns, but some believe he was pushing to win the match. Those that Fightful spoke to said that The Rock not only pushed to work the match against Roman Reigns, some thought he was pushing to win the match against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40. This is the guy. This is the guy we would even consider as a plan B behind Triple H. Are you serious?
Coming in and beating Roman after 4 fucking years for no reason, for the lamest shit ever.
Are you fucking serious, man? The Rock. So first of all, I want you guys to understand, and this is why I'm not trusting. I'm not trusting shit until I see Cody Rhodes holding up that championship. Because this man, if this is what he's willing to do to his family, right? His bloodline, what the fuck do you think he'd be willing to do to Cody Rhodes? Clearly, he was willing to kick him out of the fucking WrestleMania spot, and I love to see everybody saying, this is 100% a work. This is 100% a work. Meanwhile, last week after the thing at SmackDown, those are the same people saying, Rock and Roman's the plan. Cody and Roman's off the table. Now it's a work? Yeah, it's a fucking work now. Once they realized the online backlash that they were getting, now it's a work. I mean, are you people stupid? Yes, that's the answer. But, I mean, what the fuck? Makes no sense, dude. But, bro.
Yeah.
I swear on everything. I swear.
Mm-hmm.
If The Rock, and see, everybody other than Cody Rhodes that they've considered to beat Roman Reigns is absolutely some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my entire fucking life.
Oh, dude, every time it's horrible. Brock, fucking Randy, fucking... Like, dude, what? Who are these names?
Dude, the only other guy that was considered to beat Roman Reigns, or not considered, planned to beat Roman Reigns, was Brock Lesnar. And that was, what, like 400 days into his reign? So, I swear to God, if we've built this shit up since 2020, August of 2020, just for The Rock to be the one to beat Roman Reigns. I mean, dude, when I seen this story, I said, you've got to be fucking kidding me right now. You've got to be kidding me. This guy, these are the reasons why I just do not trust Dwayne Johnson, man. I don't trust Dwayne Johnson. This is what he'd be willing to do to his family. His family that's fucking built a legacy off this championship reign. A legacy off of it. You'd be willing to take that all away for what? For what?
Just to hold it for a summer and do nothing with it?
Completely ridiculous, bro. Completely ridiculous. And again, this is absolutely one of the most absurd pieces of news we will ever read on this podcast, bro. This is exactly the reason, dude, why I will never, ever trust this guy because of shit like this. I mean, what the fuck is that, dude? You're lobbying to beat your cousin Roman Reigns for his WWE Championship after 4 fucking years. If that's not some of the most selfish shit, I don't know what is.
I really don't, man. I don't know how you could just come in and from your family and think you're a family guy. That shit makes no damn sense.
So this WrestleMania season is going to be telling. Again, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen tonight on SmackDown. He very well could still be in the championship match. We don't know, but that we will have to wait and see. But yeah, in terms of the press conference, man, I really enjoyed the press conference. I really liked it. I liked The Rock showing a little bit of his heel side. That was the only way for them to pivot, if you ask me. There was no way to pivot that. There was no way to pivot that without. There was no way to pivot that without. There was no way to pivot that with making him this lovable Rock character that comes out and just overstates his fucking gimmick and just acts like a complete robot the whole time he's there. There was
fucking 5 catchphrases.
Yeah, seriously, there was no way to move from that. But other than, having him lean into a bit of a heel side. And I'm going to be honest, what I think they're going to do, what I think they're going to do is I think they're going to, I have a feeling it's going to be a triple threat. My honest prediction, I think it's going to be a triple threat match. And I think the reason they made The Rock show a little bit of his heel side is because he and Roman Reigns, they're going to give off the idea that they're stacking the odds against Cody Rhodes, similar to Bryan Danielson in 2014. They're stacking the odds against Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes is gonna, I hope, beat both of them for the to get the WWE title. But that's what it reeks of, man. For me, I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be a triple threat, and I think they did that. They had The Rock play heel to stack the odds against Cody Rhodes, in my opinion.
I can see that. I think so. I can see them doing some type of tag match, maybe in like Chamber or something. If Roman's willing to show up, I can see them maybe doing that at Chamber. But I really don't like the idea of the tag match the first night in Rock or in Roman and Cody next night. I don't want to pick a fucking night main event from anybody. Let it be fucking Seth and whatever he's doing, or hell, even fucking Io and Bailey. But I think we get the triple threat, man. I think that's what they're planning, and then at that point, with Rock interjecting himself, I think that's the best outcome we can get out of this.
Yeah. Personally, like I said on Monday, I wanted one of the two. I wanted Roman versus I wanted Roman versus Cody, and the other option is Roman versus Rock. I don't think it's I personally disagree with the triple threat, but that's where I predict they're going. I would rather a one-on-one match. I don't want, Cody and Roman versus with The Rock shoehorning himself in there. I want just a one-on-one match, and up until this point, cards can always change, but they did confirm Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns 2 for WrestleMania 40. So The Rock hasn't interjected himself just yet, but that's where I think they're going. That's where I think they're going. I think that they I think they stacked the odds against Cody Rhodes in the way that they did Bryan Danielson in 2014.
I could see that, man. I could see that. Yeah, I think if it wasn't for the interjection, obviously I would want the singles match. But with the interjection of Rock, the triple threat's the best outcome we can get at this point.
Definitely, man. So, speaking of their press conference yesterday, Um. Oh yeah. Also, I do not like the idea of some sort of tag match with The Rock the first night either. That just sounds.
Yeah,
That sounds like we're just fucking throwing shit to the fucking dartboard at this point.
so intrusive to the WrestleMania card. It really does.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's that's the other thing. I hate when WWE does that. I hate when WWE has like the Royal Rumble winner put their shot on the line. I could see Cody doing it against Rock, but you know, obviously, in no way can Cody Rhodes lose that match.
Exactly. So
I also just want to let everybody know that this could have all been avoided if we would have just did Rock and Roman at Elimination Chamber in Perth. Just
oh
throwing
yeah.
that out there.
Same feeling. Yeah, it would have been fine.
Um,
You know what?
yeah, gotta be at Mania. I also did hear too that he rejected a Saudi match, to do WrestleMania.
Wild.
Yeah, I guess they gave him
That's
the option
insane.
of Mania or Saudi, and he chose Mania. So during their press conference, Michael Cole said he had some breaking news, and he announced that WWE has partnered with X to announce a exclusive show called WWE Speed, which will feature 5-minute time matches and launch this spring. WWE had been testing out the concept at shows back in December. I do remember hearing about this, man, and it looks like they're going to be uploading 5-minute fast-paced matches on X with WWE Speed.
Really about to pay their own dark as wild. It's not
They
a bad
really are.
idea. I mean, will I watch it? No, more than likely not, but good for the people I want to.
You know, on that, Bill, on that, I'm going to be 100% honest. As much as I would love the triple threat, I honestly think Sammy will be snubbed at this year's
I,
WrestleMania.
oh,
Because if they do a chamber
yeah,
for the World Heavyweight Championship, how do you get 2 winners out of that? You know?
exactly. Exactly. At this point, they might as well just use Stan versus Gunther.
Yeah, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be opposed to that. And you can have Sammy kind of interject himself with Jay. You know what I mean? Because Jay's going after Gunther now, so you can have Sammy, you know, kind of come to his defense and help Jay out, and then that can spark a feud as Jay goes off to deal with Jimmy. Sammy's left to deal with Gunther, maybe.
Yeah.
So that's something you could do, but unless Sammy wins the chamber and Drew interjects himself into the match, but I don't know, dude. We'll have to wait and see. This is definitely one of the most unpredictable Mania cards in a while. Even though, dude, literally a month ago, us as fans had this shit mapped out. We had this show booked.
Yeah.
So yeah. Uh. Speaking of WrestleMania 41. PW Insider reports that Minnesota is the favorite city to host WrestleMania 41. I honestly thought it was going to be Las Vegas. I thought that's what they were going to announce on Thursday. But
They're really good.
if Mania 41 is going to Minnesota, I mean, that's kind of what I assumed was the plan all along. So it wouldn't really come as a shock. But yeah, man, you know the deal. You know the deal. I'm not going to talk about it because, you know, we haven't shut up about it for the better part of 2 months, but I digress. So yeah, Minnesota getting WrestleMania. We all knew it was going to happen, and you guys know I'm pumped for it if that's the case.
Oh yeah, man. Who knows? I feel like I don't know. Something in my gut feels like it won't be. I don't know why, but it's the highest contender right now, and that would be awesome, man. I'll be.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, speaking of more WrestleMania news, But instead of WrestleMania 41, jumping back to WrestleMania 40, PW Insider reports that there has been talk of Jade Cargill appearing on the SmackDown brand to lead up to a WrestleMania 40 program. To be 100% honest, I understand why they didn't do it, and I'll get to that. But when Bianca Belair was out there at that press conference, I completely expected Jade Cargill to come out and interrupt her. But then they announced for some reason Bianca Belair is going to be qualifying for a Raw chamber, which I get Raw talent, or I get it's a Raw chamber, but you know, I also do get that they might not have enough talent to make it completely unpredictable, because it looks pretty predictable. So if you put somebody like Bianca Belair in there, it does make it a little more unpredictable. But you know, I do get, you know, if you bring Jade out there and put Bianca in the chamber, it's gonna look like it's gonna look like Bianca's just in there to be in there. You know, it's gonna completely give it away that she's not winning, even though most people know that. You don't want to outright tell them that, basically. But I could see Jade showing up to cost Bianca Belair the chamber, and I think the WrestleMania 40 program is going to be with Bianca. That's why I think she's going to SmackDown. You know, obviously Bianca's over there, so I think it'll be with Bianca, and I'm pumped for it.
Definitely, man. Definitely, I see it. I'm down for her, man. She looked great in Rumble, man. So, let's see what they fucking taught her, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely. So that is the news on Jade Cargill and possibly having a match at WrestleMania, which it looks like she will. Via the Rich Eisen show, Seth Rollins has confirmed that he will be 100% ready to go for WrestleMania 40. This is great news, and this is a situation where if you do want to experiment having Seth Rollins keep the World Heavyweight Championship, you can do that. You can do that because he will be 100% to go. It's not like he's going to be going in there, you know, limp-legged. But like I said, when he initially got injured in the beginning of January, he like if you look at the timetable, his 4 to 8 weeks or his 6 to 8 weeks or whatever he was given, that's up by the beginning of March. So he'll have the whole month of March to compete. So well, I don't think you should have him compete, but he'll be fine technically by his timetable at the whole in the beginning of March. So if you give him a whole nother month to recover, he'll be more than fine. So he'll be all right. And I'm glad to hear that he'll be all right.
Definitely, man. Definitely. That's amazing to hear. And it's possible. And again, so maybe have a tournament have so many people lose their titles that maybe he retains in some way. But it's interesting. Make Mania more unpredictable.
Definitely. Definitely, man. So, well, speaking of Rollins' original WrestleMania 40 opponent, CM Punk, Fightful Select is reporting there is a possibility of CM Punk joining the commentary team while he is injured. I like.
To be honest, I kind of want.
Oh, what were you saying?
Yeah, to be honest, I kind of just want him overall away from everything, so people miss him more when he comes back.
Right. Obviously, is CM Punk a gem when he's on the mic? Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously he's a gem when he's on the microphone. Obviously, people love to hear him talk. You could just tell by last night's press conference. I mean, the comments that he was making were so fucking funny, dude. I don't care if he's my boss. I'm throwing hands. Yeah, we know. We know, Mr. Phil.
We know, man.
Just ask Wembley Stadium security if they know anything about throwing hands with your boss or lunging at your boss.
Sure, we got flashbacks.
If honestly, Bill, if they were to put him on any commentary team, I think NXT would be the right place because he would be out of that main roster eye, and it would make the main roster people miss him. And like you were saying, he loves being down there because at NXT, people actually love to learn and take advice from him. So it's a good environment for him to be in. It really is. So CM Punk. So yeah. He is a gem on the microphone. He is a gem on the microphone, man. But if you were to put him in NXT commentary, I think if you were to put him on any commentary team, I think NXT would be the place to be. But I personally, I wouldn't put him on a Raw or a SmackDown, mainly because I like 2-man booths, and I think Booker is dealing with like medical stuff anyway at the moment. So, if the shoe fits, then put it on. So, yeah.
Exactly, man. I think I like the sound of that for NXT. Like I said, not really a fan of it on the main roster setting, just because I kind of want to miss him in a way. If he's always around, I'd be like, okay, kind of had Punk here the whole time. But I think if you put him in NXT commentary, it's a good break. And I think it'll be awesome, man. I really think maybe I'd be down for like the Mania matches. I'd be okay with that. Him doing commentary for like one of those. But overall, if he does it, I think it should be an NXT.
Definitely, man. Definitely. NXT would be. I didn't even think of that. I did not even. The truth be told, I did not even think of that until you said it. But yeah, I think that would be the best spot for him because, like I said, when CM Punk comes back in July or for SummerSlam or Bash in Berlin or whatever he's going to be back for, I want it to feel like Punk is back. I don't want it to feel like he's been here the whole time. He's just getting back in the ring. You know what I mean? I want it to feel like CM Punk is back on the scene, So that's just me, though. But, yeah, man.
Definitely.
So, Scott D'Amore. Scott D'Amore has been fired from TNA. Are you serious?
That's insane. Right when this company got on the right track again.
Yeah. I was about to say CM Punk has been fired. Well, we've already been down that road. Hopefully we don't got to go down that road again. Scott D'Amore, not CM Punk. Scott D'Amore has been fired as as president of TNA Wrestling. TNA's parent company, Anthem, has replaced D'Amore with their president of entertainment, Anthony Ciccone, who will oversee the day-to-day operations of the promotion. Talent is absolutely outraged over this. People had great relationships with Scott. And the thing about Scott, I don't watch, I'm not like a, avid watcher of TNA wrestling, but I respect what Scott has been able to do in reforming TNA into a legitimate brand that people actually want to go to and sign with nowadays. I mean, he's done a fucking great number for TNA wrestling, and he brought TNA back. He was a huge TNA fan. He's a huge fan of professional wrestling. I often would see most notably just a couple weeks ago, I was watching a clip that I seen on Twitter of Scott D'Amore in the ring after the Will Ospreay and Josh Alexander match, where this dude's cutting a passionate promo about how much he loves the 3 letters TNA and how much those letters mean to him. and you fire a guy like that? I mean, are you serious? I mean, what kind of fucking move is that? This dude just fucking helped orchestrate a partnership with WWE, and you fire him? That makes no sense to me. And Scott, I got a lot of respect for Scott and what he was able to do for the TNA brand, and Anthem just fucking threw it all away.
Literally. And I heard it was all for like, because he was always asking for like a bigger budget and whatnot. Like, dude, you gotta spend money to make money. What the fuck? How do you expect this fucking company to grow again if you're not fucking doing shit with it? Doesn't make sense, man. Firing Scott D'Amore was stupid as hell, man. And I think it's really gonna cost him in the future. And that's just sad to see for the show and everyone involved, man. It really is.
It is, and like I said, right as he makes this place a place for talent to go, fucking Nick Nemeth could have easily took the payday and went to AEW and called it a day. But no, he opted to go with TNA Wrestling because TNA Wrestling is back. TNA Wrestling is a legitimate, like I said, a legitimate brand that people take seriously again. They've been a fucking laughing stock for the better part of a fucking decade. Scott D'Amore is fired, and again, he's been, out of all the fucking people you shuffled through, you finally find one that gets the brand back on its feet and pivots the brand from being a complete laughing stock of the wrestling world, and you fire him? I mean, are you serious? He had a morale backstage that people loved. And you just see the outrage from their locker room of like, what the fuck? How do you fire this guy? And he's asking for a bigger budget. Oh, I'm sorry. He wanted to continue to elevate the brand.
Literally.
I'm sorry you have somebody that's cared more about fucking TNA, Impact, Global fucking Force Wrestling, whatever it fucking has been called in the past 10 years. I'm sorry you came across somebody that's cared about it more than anybody has. And he's fired.
It doesn't fucking make sense, man, at all.
No.
Complete fucking stupid.
It doesn't make a absolute fucking lick of sense whatsoever.
No, it really fucking doesn't.
All right, man. So, speaking of fucking stupid decisions, or not stupid decisions, speaking of stupidity, Tony Khan's big announcement. The announcement itself wasn't stupid, I wouldn't say, but it was the fact that we had another big announcement from Tony Khan. That was stupid. And actually, this is another one of his yeah, let's rip the Band-Aid off. This was fucking stupid.
Oh, I think it was stupid as hell. I really did. Like, if the company had momentum and shit, I get it now. Ticket sales or something. I want to give people hype to hype it up more. But he didn't announce these ticket sales for a momentum or just a hype thing. He did it solely for the ticket sales. Like, bro, Prime AEW, we all know what they're doing with the show. We're about to say it, but it's from Mercedes. And, Prime fucking AEW was just debuted at their naturally hottest show of that time. Now you have to announce the shows that people are debuting at to get tickets.
2
Come on,
weeks
dog.
after Revolution.
It's wild. Just do it out. No, you can't. I would say don't do it at Revolution just to make it all about Sting. But like maybe
That's
I don't know. The Dynamite after Revolution. Make a fucking Dynamite after pay-per-view mean something.
Isn't this the Dynamite? Isn't this the Dynamite after Revolution, now that I think about it? Isn't Revolution March 7th?
I think it's March 3rd. The Revolution's March 3rd.
Is it? Am I stupid? Let me see. I damn,
I
I
think it's March, yeah,
genuinely.
it's March 3rd. No,
Okay.
if not, I fucking was it off the wrong day. Yeah, it's March 3rd. It's gotta be.
Let me see. It is okay. It is March 3rd. Yeah, literally 2 weeks
Okay,
after.
good.
So, so AEW, Tony Khan has announced AEW Dynamite, big business for the TD Garden on March 13th, which, while not confirmed by Khan himself, will be the place where Mercedes Moné makes her AEW debut. As here is the logo for that show and the official poster for the show. As you can see under the TD Garden thing, the little TD Garden sign on the outside of the arena right here, it says Boss Ton.
You can't make it any more fucking obvious. This whole show is for Mercedes. You can't. Like, dog.
Yes, it is. Yeah, this is you know, this is one of his it's one of his CM Punk situations, where he wants to intentionally make it a worst kept secret so they can get ticket sales. And that's
It's something because to popular, opinion, I actually love when he debuted in AEW, how everyone kind of knew it. I thought, to me, it made that moment even a little better because we got ourselves hyped up for something that was impossible to believe. And not only did it happen, it exceeded the hyped up expectations. I love his AEW debut and the fact that everybody knew it was going to happen. I actually do. But like here, it reeks desperateness, dude. Like when it was initially CM Punk, the company was just hot in general. It was just a moment feeling thing. Now it genuinely is just please buy tickets for Dynamite. Please, for the love of God, fill some seats. That's all it is.
yeah, and it's you know I think it's one of his typical Tony Khan has a big announcement thing. And it's like, dude, if you were to just come on your television and announce big business, then it would have been, yeah, it would,
Fine.
yeah, it would have, because you're not, it looks like you're just, I don't know, promoting one of your biggest shows, one of your debuts at the TD Garden, and instead it's pretty much like, hey, please buy tickets, Mercedes is gonna debut here. So that, I don't know, it does reek of desperation, and it probably has a lot to do with the fact that, not that he announced the show for me, but it has a lot to do with the fact that he has one of these big announcements like fucking once every month, man. It's just like, dude,
Like, dude, just announce it on Dynamite.
literally,
It's
man.
so
But typical Tony, he's always gotta always gotta always gotta put the limelight on himself. Tony Khan, big announcement, blah blah blah, and it's Mercedes is gonna debut. Please buy tickets. It's like, dude,
you don't, you don't have to make an announcement 4 days on Twitter ahead to just announce the fucking show. Just
Exactly.
even just tweet off the show. Hey, big business ticket sales go up soon. That's all you need, and it'll get people hyped for it. Like anything, that would
Yeah.
be a better fucking system.
Yeah, seriously. It doesn't fucking make any sense, man, and it's yet again another one of Tony Khan's big announcements that's not a fucking streaming service, and it's again just announce big business. Why do you have to fucking hype people up a week in advance? It doesn't make any sense, man. Mercedes is going to debut. I get, he wants it to be, a worst kept secret to buy tickets, man, but dude, stop hyping up these big announcements a fucking week in advance, bro. I mean, it's really ridiculous out here, man. It really is.
I'm so sick of it, dude. Every one of these fucking announcements has rolled my fucking eyes.
Seriously. It's always anything but a streaming service. Always.
Literally every time, every fucking time.
All right, man. So, as per new gameplay footage uploaded by WWE today, Brock Lesnar has been officially removed from WWE 2K24's 40 Years of WrestleMania cover edition, or showcase cover. Lesnar has been replaced by John Cena. So as you can see on the cover to your left, that is the original. That is the Brock Lesnar cover. Obviously, you can see Lesnar next to The Undertaker. And now, next to The Undertaker, you can see John Cena, which they moved Triple H up and moved Shawn Michaels over a tad. And that's your cover. That's your cover. The one on the right is the new cover, man. The one with John Cena in the cover. And pretty much lets everybody know, as if we didn't know already, it pretty much lets everybody know that, yeah, he was the guy.
Exactly, man. So, everything in their power lets you know how validating that shit is. So, people are trying to deny it, and it's like, dog, literally they're telling you it's Brock. Which I know, business-wise, I feel bad for 2K. How much I feel like there had to been at least like 2 or 3 of those showcase matches related to something Brock related, and if I have a feeling, I'm assuming that they cut those out the showcase, and I just know they're annoyed at that.
Well, with that, Brock Lesnar will not be removed from the WWE 2K24 video game. So, according to Brandon Thurston from WrestleNomics, the publisher is working to update the game in line with WWE's actions, but removing Lesnar entirely could impact the release date. Mike Straw from Insider Gaming suggests due to these logistical challenges, it's unlikely Lesnar will be entirely removed from the game. Despite controversy surrounding Lesnar, current indications suggest that he will still be featured in the showcase mode of WWE 2K24. However, the situation remains fluid, and further updates may occur the game's development progress. As of now, fans do not know if Lesnar will be included in the involvement of the game, but it looks like he will not be taken out in its entirety. So when they say in its entirety, what I think, I could see them taking him out of the game, but not taking him out of the showcase, if that makes sense.
I could see that. They probably coded fucking those showcase matches that have him in it. They probably have to remake the whole showcase if they did remove him. So I doubt he'll be a member of the roster in the game, but I think they leave him from the which, if anything, over a couple updates, if they do plan on updating this game, I can see them slowly moving him from the showcase, or by the end of the life cycle of the game, he's completely gone, if that's possible. I could see that.
I don't know, man. I don't know, but I Yeah, I understand. I understand because, I mean, Lesnar, he might have his match with Roman in there from when they unified the titles. He might have his match, well, obviously his match with The Undertaker's there. That's one of the most iconic WrestleMania moments ever. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, man. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, it looks like he won't be excluded in its entirety. And for the last bit of news, Vince McMahon. Aha. Vince McMahon.
Warning bell. We're going to talk about more Vince McMahon, so just got to give you a warning.
Yes, of course. Always gotta throw that warning out to you. Vince McMahon. So, first of all, it came out a couple days ago. That John Laurinaitis' lawyer confessed that they always knew about Ashley Massaro's incident back at one of the tribute to the troop shows. Yeah, right? Tribute to the troops? Yeah, okay. I don't know why.
I think it was,
Yeah. One of the tribute to the troop shows in Kuwait in 2006, I believe. He admitted that they knew all about it. They just told her not to say anything, and they didn't say anything themselves. Well, this has escalated because Ashley Massaro accused Vince McMahon of sexually preying on wrestlers. Ashley Massaro accused Vince McMahon of sexually preying on wrestlers in a previous unreleased statement obtained by Vice News. Massaro died in 2019 of suicide, and this was her statement. This was her unreleased statement. During my time with WWE, I had observed Vince McMahon making out with other divas in the locker room, but he never paid any attention to me, and I assumed I was not his type. This changed after my Playboy cover was released. I was fortunate enough to be allowed to fly on the company jet and stay in the same hotels as the executives for a period of time so that I could get home faster to spend more time with my daughter. On one of these occasions, Vince was attempting to get me alone with him in his hotel room late at night, and I felt extraordinarily uncomfortable. He began calling the hotel room phone and my cell phone nonstop. I called Kevin Dunn to explain the situation, and he said I should tell Vince I was not feeling well and would see him on TV the next day. So I did. Immediately after that night, Vince started writing my promos for me. Vince does not write promos for female wrestlers. That is the job of creative. But he did. And one of the promos were written in clear intention of ruining my character. I brought the first script Vince wrote for me to the WWE employee in charge of creative at the time, Michael Hayes, and he said, "You're not saying this. Who in the fuck wrote this?" Pretty much. I told him Vince did. He said, "Well, kid, there are the he said, "Well, kid, there are the breaks," meaning that Vince wanted to end my career and destroy my reputation on the way out. He is known for that type of behavior, and he did this upon her departure from WWE. In addition, after that night, each time I walked by him, he would make vulgar sexual comments that would clearly be designed to make me feel uncomfortable. Good Lord. Yet again, another fucking one with another fucking person with this Vince McMahon stuff, and this was an unreleased piece of a statement obtained by Vice News. This is absolutely insane. John Laurinaitis' lawyer literally just came out and stated that Vince and John Laurinaitis knew about what had happened to her in Kuwait when they were on their Tribute to the Troops tour, and everybody just told her to shut up about it, pretty much. This isn't getting any better for Vince McMahon, and I hope we continue to fucking bury this guy in ridiculous fucking controversy, because this is exactly what he fucking deserves, man. I mean, what the fuck is this, man? I mean, seriously. It's again, all these people that worked around him, man, Kevin Dunn, John Laurinaitis, I mean, you name it. And I'm sure there's endless more people that we don't even know their names knew about these situations, like this one here with Ashley Massaro, and just told her to make up some lies, about the situation, other than actually correcting the situation and getting this guy fucking taken care of well before 2024. So absolutely fucking ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. But yet again, another piece of Vince McMahon controversy that is going to continue to bury this man in controversy.
Exactly, man. Man, with every article and news piece and information leader and holy his freedom more and more, and it's just we'll see all the fucked up shit over these years, man. I just hope he gets just buried in lawsuits, in jail, and in controversy, man. I hope it gets to a point where someone really puts the cuffs on him, man. 'Cause that's the only way out at this point. Is they just got to put the cuffs on him. I know they won't. He's a billionaire, obviously. They always get away with it, but something's got to happen to him, man.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. So, yeah, that is the latest of Vince McMahon's antics. So, yeah, man. And that is going to do it for this edition of the news. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully we don't deal with any more unnecessary bullshit tonight on SmackDown, because Triple H is going to be on there discussing the fallout from the press conference. So it's going to be very interesting to see what takes place tonight. But with that, man, again, I want to thank you guys for being here for an amazing 200th episode. And this has been an amazing 200 episodes of a journey to be a part of, man. So yeah, pretty awesome little accolade for the day, man, and something that truly makes me happy, and I thank you guys. Yeah, man, and it is something I am so truly grateful for, and just have so much gratitude for you guys, man. So much gratitude for this podcast and this platform, man. So again, thank you guys so very much. And it has been always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And start.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the 200th episode of the Notorious Heels podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so very much. Thank you guys. We love you guys so much, man. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Monday with Notorious Unscripted.
I used to get pills on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold when that what you talking about, Willis? The thrill is gone, the black Frank White is here to excite, throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless, guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze gats till my clips is empty, don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck with the
I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the butt lyrics over harmony grip. It's the mood killer death trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender.